Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the man coming at you from the 60 Drool channel. And yeah, another episode over here, Sunday morning model cars and coffee, hosted by this cool dude over here, Paul. I Left Coast Model Car Builds, and want to thank Paul once again, for hosting us every Sunday. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it last week. I got real busy and I started working again. Yeah, I'm working. It's part time. It's okay. Only a couple days a week. So anyway, before we get going over here, let's take a sip of this stuff over. Hey, what the hell? Hey, what the hell's on my? Hey, who's been drinking my coffee, huh? Any one of you guys here? Hey, resident security, keep an eye on these guys, huh? Anyway, let's take a sip, guys. Hold on. Oh yeah, that'll wake you up. Nectar from the gods, baby. Good old Java juice. All right, guys and gals, let's slide Paul over here. Let's see what showed up today. And you know what? Let me slide this over here. And it would help if I turned it on, right? Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let's turn this on. There we go. Let's slow it down a little bit. No, we don't want to reverse it. There we go. There we go. We'll slow it down so we get a better look at it. How's that? We in frame over there? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is a 63 Ford 500. I think I showed this to you once before. It might have been a while ago, but it's worth a second look. In fact, I just did one from actually for Paul's group build, the Customs Illustrated group build, and these 63 Ford, these AMT kits are fun, man. There's a lot of custom parts in these things. You could build it so many ways, but yeah, this is actually my first attempt at doing this type of paint job over here, the stippling technique, where you just wait a minute. Is that light on? Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys. Make sure my light. Let me adjust this camera a little bit there. There we go. Real professional, right? Yeah, what you do is you just hit it with some black base coat, and then you take your silver paint and like a piece of well, you can either use aluminum foil or just some like plastic wrap, and I just bundle it up, crinkle it up, and put it in a like a tweezer over there, and you just dip it into the paint, dab it, and just all the way around, and just keep doing that until you're happy with the pattern, and then once that dries, you hit it with a candy, any color you want, and then this is what you come up with over here. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is all, to me, a clear blue, except for, maybe you can see it over here. This section over here is actually green over here. Right along here, just we faded in some green over there, just to give it a little more character, So, yeah, it came out pretty good. And those are 3D printed, I think, wheels that I think I got them off of eBay. And then we use customizing parts, Got the custom grill on there. And that's all bare metal foil there, no pen. That's before I started using my pens. Let's take this off here and get a little closer look at this guy over here. Yeah, and that little design you see up there, that was actually a stencil. And then once we sprayed that in there, all those different colors you see there on his legs, we used like 4 5 different color candies. We did that by hand, yeah, with a little brush. And then the whole model was clear coated. I don't know what I used on this. Oh God, was it to me X22? I think it was. And then we once that dried, and then we polished it out. I think yeah, 3,000 to 12,000, and I think we put a coat of wax on it too. I think this is probably the only model I just went all out, with the paint. But it's not bad, And yeah, we got some rotors in there too, and this is actually a roller, so it rolls. Which it doesn't bother. And we got a Jersey plate on there. Found that off the internet. Figured throw it on there. I'm a Jersey boy, right? Interior is a little two-tone over there. And then we also did the The dash too, we also stippled that as well. So not bad, not bad. It was a fun build, you know, guys. You never know what you can do until you try, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's put you back in the holder over here. And let me stop this thing. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the hood is actually hinged, but I tried something different, you know, instead of the traditional way. Let's see. Is that going to stay up? Oh, it's going to stay up. How about that, huh? That's a rarity. Yeah, we got that big block in there. You see, we highlighted the little fins on there. And it's all wired, and we got some heater hoses in there. I think that's about it. We could see the way we did the hinges. We tried something a little different, you know. We took some brass rod, you know, and put a 90-degree angle on both sides, and we took some brass square tubing. And, yeah, it kind of worked out over there. Not bad. Not bad. And the chassis, actually, there's nothing really to show you under there. It's just, oh, I don't glue my bodies down. Hold on. Well, you can see that right there in that angle. You can see what I'm talking about, that green, that green fade on there. Yeah, there it looks good when it's out in the sun. You can see it better. But, you know, chassis is just, you know, all black. Highlighted the gas tank over there, and that's about it, really. Nothing fancy down there, but yeah, really fun build, man. I'm telling you. I tell you guys, you know, guys, you know, they're always telling me, say, oh, I wish I could paint like that. Anybody can do this, you know, really. It's just, you know, it's very simple. Yeah, it's a simple technique, you know, and you just make it your own, you know. But it's time consuming. That's the only thing, but it's not difficult, okay? It's not difficult to do at all. I'll put you back in the holder here. And I'm going to show you something else I've been working on. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I got a little update over here on the 49 Merc we're doing for the Rebel Without a Cause. That tribute build, okay? Anybody can join in, all right? All you got to do is make a video and build a 49 Merc any way you want, you know? Just put down Rebel Without a Cause, hashtag 49 Merc tribute build, all right? It's the 70th anniversary of that movie, and I figured this would be a nice time to do a 49 Merc, you know. The last time I showed you this thing, you see I did all the body work on here, but we did a little something special over here. We hinged the hood, and we hinged the trunk, but not in a traditional way. Let me show you. We did a little suicide action, guys. Yeah, we got a suicide hood going on there. And same thing with the back. Now, the kit comes with a hinge, but we decided to go this direction over here. So we got suicide hoods. And front one over there we did with a paper clip and aluminum tubing. That's it, guys. And I used a 5-minute epoxy to secure everything, because I just didn't want anything, you know, falling apart on me. I wanted to make sure it was nice and secure, you know. But the back one we did with the plastic tubing over there. So... but it worked out pretty good. It's not glued in yet, so you can see here it's still a little play in it. But you know, once we glue that in, you know, we'll tape that up and then we'll glue that in there. It should be just fine. But it works pretty good. I'm really digging this. The only thing I got to do now is I think I'm gonna wet sand this with 1000 grit, wash it completely, and we'll hit it with the first coat of primer. And then after we get the gray primer on it, we'll see if we have any issues to address over here, you know, on the bodywork, and then we'll take it from there. But it's looking really cool, man. I'm really digging this, man. All right, guys and gals, that's all I got for you today. And I want to thank our friend over there, Paul from Left Coast Model Car Builds, for hosting this. I really enjoy doing this. Try to do it every Sunday and get to see what you know, you guys are posting out there in the community. So yeah. All right, guys and gals, that's all I got for you today. Remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Take care, be safe, and keep on building.